I think what's not apparent to most people that I meet and who get to know me a little better is that I'm a huge auto nut. I love cars, fast bikes. I went from being in venture capital to investment banking. So that was the first big challenge. The second was, so I went from being an investment banker to actually running a gaming company. And I did that for about 7 years. And that was a big shift from being a banker to get into hardcore operations and sort of running a 200, 300 man team in mobile gaming. And it was a business that was spread across the world. And I think the third big shift is I set up Qyuki and ventured into the world of video and working with creators on YouTube and Facebook. People who know me or work with me or my friends tell me that I'm competitive. I'm certainly extremely competitive when I'm behind a wheel or on two wheels. I can excuse big mistakes, but I get very irritated with small errors and errors that could be avoided. And I think that's a big driving force towards perfection, and maybe some of that leads into this competitive behavior. I have a very easy way to sort of figure out when I'm taking a big risk in life. I asked the 60-year-old me, looking back, what I should have done. And I get a very clear answer to that. The 60-year-old me said, take the chance. And so I really didn't have many reservations. I just jumped, head on into it. For me, the first thing was getting the right kind of people that I could associate it with at an EQ level. So for me, the attitude is much more important than aptitude. And once you have the people with the right attitude actually working with you, then the future becomes a lot more simple. Money for me has been an enabler. I believe that money should allow you to do the things that you would want to do in life. So I don't dream about making a lot of money, but I do dream about things that money might enable. Money is important, but it's not the end goal. The goals are very different, but money could be a big enabler in achieving some of those goals. I tried investing in stock portfolios and the typical fixed deposit things. I'm not a real estate guy at all. Most of my investments are in high risk assets. I've invested in a lot of startups. My biggest investment is directly in Qyuki. Qyuki is largely a self-funded company. I truly believe that if I'm asking my team members to risk everything and their future with this, I ought to be equally invested in it. I would just say that versus going with the common path of doing the typical investments, go with your gut. And if you want to play safe, I guess maybe do 50% into the common path and take risks with 50%. I think there's a lot of great ideas that need backing. And this country needs a lot more people who, if they don't want to be entrepreneurs, should be backing entrepreneurs. And so I would really encourage people to take a call in investing in startups. So relatively speaking, real estate is maybe 20% of it. There's probably another 10-15% in your typical instruments. But like I said, about 65-70% would be in high risk, long-term capital, i.e., my own startup or bets that I've made.